All right, so we are recording. All right, today we are going to talk about daily method of operations, or otherwise known as DMOs. So this is what moves our business forward. This is what it's basically a daily checklist of what we do to move forward. And it is actually said, I'm not really sure what book it's in, but it is said the things that you do today will come to fruition in 90 days. So when we start today, it's like it takes on. Tina, can you go ahead and mute, because there is a lot of background noise and I just want to make sure the stuff's clear. Thank you. So we're basically going to go over this, and maybe next week we'll try and do, or, you know, I'll collaborate with the other ladies about maybe a working call that we can just kind of designate an hour, break these down, even a half an hour, you know, some of the main stuff. So you said you've seen this one, this Real Keto Army one. Okay. So basically what this breaks down is every day, and this shouldn't take you very long, and per like your level, you can make this how you want to. Like one moment it says here, add 3 new people to your network. You know, 3 might be too much. Some people want to do 5. Some people want to do 10. So it just depends on how fast you want to go. So I'm just going to kind of read over these and what these mean for us to develop in what we do on the daily. So some of these are actually a part of the challenge that I'm in right now. So it was very easy for me to start this challenge. Tina, you know what I'm talking about, the challenge that I've been doing for, I think I'm on day 24. So I'm already a third through it, and it's crazy. But so first thing in the morning, we want to get our mindset right. We want to do some sort of personal development sometime through the day. This one says 10 minutes, you know, do what works for you. I've been doing 15. You do what works for you. And personal development could be anywhere from, you know, Bible studies, could be meditation, could be, you know, read a little bit of a book that works on, you know, your life, your personality, your, I've been doing a lot with business. That's been my personal development stuff lately. So what's going to make me a better human? There's Brendan Burchard is a really good podcast to listen to, and it encompasses everybody. So, you know, he's got a big one out. I actually have the book, but it's on podcast too, but it's called High Performance Habits, you know, and you can take that into personal, but you can also take it into business. So that's one. Rachel Hollis is another good one. Business wise, there's Eric Worre. There's all sorts of Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins. You know, find some sort of personal development. Most of those are podcasts, but they also have books. A good one, if you haven't even ever started personal development, is Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. She lays it out there, but it'll make you start thinking like, oh, I'm doing this. Maybe I should try that. Or, you know, it was the beginning of my personal development. So there's an idea of a few people. The next thing on the DMO list is movement. So we can make this as easy as go for a walk. We can make this easy as, you know, doing stepping while you're doing the dishes, make it simple, that it's not an overbearing thought for you. So some sort of movement. During this challenge, I have been doing at least 30 minutes of movement, and I've really seen a difference in my body, but I've also seen a difference in my mind and in my confidence. So definitely we want to do some sort of movement, because when our body's sedentary, our mind is too. unfortunately. So that's just an in general. We always want to, I have a journal, but we always want to be grateful, because if our mind and our heart is not grateful, it spills out into the rest of our life too. So I have a journal. I write 3 things I'm grateful for now and 3 things I'm grateful for the future. So, you can put those in your phone. You can put those, share them with somebody. You can write them in a journal, whatever you need to do just to get them out of your mind and put them out on paper. So, and these 3 things they're not an option for my day. So if that helps, like, this is how I start my day every day. I recently, here's another thought for my home. We have started reading the Bible with the kids before they go to school and praying. So that's another thought, up to you. But moving on, download the Prove It Pulse app if you have not done so. Check it a couple times a day. There's always information coming across there. But that's one of these on the checklist. So, that's part of the checklist. So, same way with the Prove It Facebook page. Try and go on and maybe like and or comment on 2 to 3 posts that Prove It puts out. So on their Prove It Facebook page. Tina, I will find a link for both of these. If nothing else, I will make sure it gets in here and send it out to you guys. So they're a little bit different, but they're very much the same. So, all right, now on to the work of what we're doing with as Prove It community. So you want to, and these are in no particular order. So, if you are somebody that likes to post in the morning, post in the morning. If you like to post in the evening, post in the evening. And if you're not a social media person, you don't have to post. Just make sure you're doing keto life parties. Because if you're a belly to belly person, remember we talked about connecting. If you're a belly to belly person, thrive on that. Like, pull that together and thrive. If you're a social media person, pull that together and just run it. If you're more of the local market. So we definitely want to add, this is 3 new people. Yeah. So you can do 3, you can do 5, you can do 10, however many people that you can keep up with, go at it. So add new people to your network every day. If you add like 3 today and be like, oh, I should have added 5, maybe add 5 tomorrow. Don't overwhelm yourself. So, but this is how we continue. We don't lose our new people to our network. So that's what you're doing. So just continue to add people, and go from there. So along those lines, you also want to connect with those people. You can connect with your 3 new people. You can connect with new people from a couple days ago or that you haven't reached out to. And just, and what that means by connecting with them, you can either private message them or go be active on their page, because then good old Facebook algorithms, if you're active on their page, they're going to be seeing your stuff. So definitely be connecting with them. And okay. People that you've already built a relationship with, friends, people in the virtual world that you've already built a relationship with. You want to be sure that you're sending out 3 to 5 new campfire videos a day to move your business forward. And then you can also use the 3-way messaging as resources. So whether it be me, whether it be somebody else on the team, whether it be going to the events is a great way to connect with other people, and you hear other people's stories. So, one in particular that I know, a gentleman has had traumatic brain injuries. So I know his story. I was able to connect somebody that I know currently that is struggling with that. And he was able to share his story with the ketones and the TBIs. So that's just one incident, but that's the 3-way conversation. And also knowing people's stories. Like most of you also know that my son drinks these for focus, has no fat loss whatsoever, has no, but along with that focus came the better mood, the good night's sleep, and going from there. So, knowing these stories, you can be like, hey, my friend, she uses these for her son. It's having that power. Like, you can't say my stuff for verbatim, but my story. Oh, I'd really connect with her. Great, let's get in contact. And then we connect and I get to share my story, because it's the stories that bring people into this space. It's not the product. It really isn't. It's that would probably work for me. Let's get together. So 3-way messages, campfire videos, and then as you're sending campfire videos, definitely get yourself a notebook. This is my book of names. I just started it. So book of names, some sort of, however you're going to be able to keep in contact, keep a list of the people, because people are what are your business. So if we don't invest in people, whether in our everyday or just, hey, I've been thinking about you, anything I can do to help. So books of names helps me stay. I've tried a couple different ways, and this seems to be the best way. And this is the only thing that goes in there is my names that I've contacted or talked to, or campfire videos, anything like that. That's in there. So those people that you've sent the campfire videos to, we want to circle back around to. We never want to just kind of leave them out. So definitely, hey, what do you think of that video? What would you be most excited about experiencing every day? And that's kind of your follow-up question. When you send the campfire video, it's that follow-up question that's like, you're telling me I can experience energy and fat loss and focus every single day of my life just by this drink? Absolutely. Let me help you get there. But you're continuing that conversation. So those are some messages. Now let's talk about social media or texting. So social media, we can put out a post. A post does not necessarily mean, hey, y'all, look at me. I got my bottle of ketones. That's not an everyday thing. People want to see your story. Your post today with the Valentine's box, amazing. Told who you were, told what was going on. Sweet and simple. People are connecting with you. You're getting a ton of feed. I watched it. I'm part of it too. So, but that's telling people who you are. Hey, I got a kid, and this is what he did for Valentine's Day. You know what? I am not that mom, and I did not send a box to school with my kids. However, I did make Valentine's this year, not little paper ones. I consider that a mom win. We'll work with it. So, but that tells who you are. That tells a story. So you want to tell your stories, not necessarily, hey, I have a product, it's on sale, you know, whatever. And speaking of that, tomorrow's Freebie Friday. So just giving you a heads up. If you did not catch last week, it's in the thread. It is also on YouTube. And if you need that video, I will hook you up. If you need a little coaching on that, I'd be happy to hook you up there. So messaging. So if you are on a personal line with prospective customers or somebody you're trying to build a relationship with, this is just a pro tip, and I knew nothing about it, but how many people know somebody but with the name X? I don't. So when you're inputting somebody's contact, let me see here. I don't know if you can see it, but all those people, see them? See the X's? I don't know if you can see it, but so, oh, there it is. See the X's? And see where it said their name and then, where's it at? There you go. So X, what their name is, and where I met them. And those that like to do belly to belly, this is a huge pro tip. So when you save their contact in your phone, it's X, name, where you met them. So you remember, because when you're a rank 10 and you've got 100,000 people in your community, you know who you're talking to. So I'm speaking that into life, just letting you know. So, but that's just a pro tip I did learn from one of the high leaders. Actually, Nick Martinez shared that, and I was like, I got that. That'll work for me. So that's another way I keep in contact with my people, but also my book of names. All right. And the last thing is team huddles, plug in somewhere. If you can, and this is separate from personal development, if you can plug into a team huddle, which would be what this is, getting you fired up, getting your information rolling, some thought processes, you know, this is very important, especially to move business forward. Or get on, if you're not, the Prove It Promoter page, and there's always a new training on there. Also, every Saturday at 11:15 on the Prove It Promoter Facebook page, there is a new training. And it's like current. So like say this sale that we've got going on ending today, if it were this weekend, they would give you tactical information on Saturday to help you optimize your sale. So it's like current for today. So another little hack here, because I do it frequently, I'm busy too. If you cannot show up on a phone call, like show your face, put your earbuds in, put it in your pocket, and go about your business. Riding down the road in the car, put your earbuds in, roll it on. I have caught more tips from those Saturday mornings that lead me through the whole week. So that is your basic. Those are very basic DMOs. Also, big thing, make sure you are a product of the product. The new motto of the company is Ketones Daily, Reboot Monthly. If we are not doing that as promoters, it's hard to promote that product to somebody else if we're not doing it ourselves. So I think that about covers it. And I think, let's look to see. How would a nighttime call work for doing a working call? Would that work? You can unmute now if you want to.
Yeah, nighttime would work depending on what night of the week it is and what time.
Okay. So like later at night?
Later at night is better for me because of James's basketball and scouts and all his stuff he's in.
Okay. So how's Tuesday night, the 18th?
Oh, now you're gonna make me go get my calendar. Hold on.
Well, you know what? Text me. Let's plan on it at 8:30, 9 o'clock. We'll do a working call.
9 o'clock would be good. He goes to bed at 8:30, so.
Or we can move the 20th call down to 9 p.m., which would be next Thursday. I'm actually going to sign off of the recording. So hope this helped everybody, and give me some feedback.